you tired of all the uneducated noise you're getting from the droves of YOLO meme coin peddling douchebag gurus out there trying to use you as their exit liquidity? Would you rather learn a competent university level set of skills that will guide you in managing and investing for the rest of your life? Join us 3 days a week at Digital Investor. Develop your knowledge of game theory, cognitive bias, macroeconomics, monetary theory, investment theory, psychology of the crowds, and more. For more info on Digital Investor and how it can help you, reach out at nickblacknext.com.
You don't know, am I postulating, am I pondering, or am I clearing my throat because I have COVID? Well, I don't have COVID.
It's a beautiful day.
Yeah.
I
thought I had COVID, but I realized my HIV knocked out my COVID, so I'm fine.
Oh, you're good then.
Yeah.
You know, it's the hierarchy of diseases.
Yeah.
You know,
it turns out
HIV,
if you get an STD, if you just go give it to someone else, then they have it and you don't have it anymore. It's like,
So
tag,
like
you're
crypto.
it. Here's hepatitis.
So it's like crypto. If you give it to somebody else, you don't have it anymore.
Yeah, that was in the Pamela Anderson Lee Medical Journal.
Okay.
Just give it to someone else, then you don't got
it. Oh my gosh. Busy day yesterday, huh? What happened? Holy cow.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a good show today. Good
and
show
downs,
today.
Sidewayses.
I do have a quick exercise for everybody as they're starting to join in here. This is
Oh,
gonna be
snap.
just a quickie but a goodie, because I know that there are a couple things, and we'll talk about this when we get to markets. There are a couple things that are up today, pretty good. So let's do this exercise really quickly. Let's say what is Ethereum, man? It's at like 3,600?
Not quite, but yeah,
3,500. Well, let's just go 3,500, whatever. Okay,
3,520, yeah.
So 3,500. So if Ethereum drops 50% and then goes up 50%, where are you at?
Well,
where are you at?
If it goes down 50%,
yes,
you're at $1,750. $50. If it goes up 50%, you're still not back to the 3,500. Oh,
right.
snap.
Okay, so I had a lot of people for some reason on my timeline like, oh, we're back to where we were, but we're not, because we dropped a lot. So like, for example, in Fetch, we're down 66%, for example, from the high, right?
Right.
Which is quite a bit. And today it went up 25%. So are we even halfway back to where we were? No. So everybody's like, what?
A better example is if you go up 99% and go down 98%, it ain't good.
So yeah, if we go up, so let's go up.
Let's say you go up 100%. Let's say you go up 100% and then just go down 99%. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now just go down 99%.
We're at $70.
Oh.
And then if you go up, let's just say you go up 400, like do a 5,000% or 500%.
Yeah. You're crushing it now.
We're only back to $350.
Yeah. And so this is a way, you know, a lot of these hedge funds that don't perform real well, this is how they do their numbers and how they advertise. They'll be like, 2013, we were up 640%. 2017, we were up 438%. And like, if you average all these years, we only had 2 down years of 99%.
That's it.
Yeah, but you still have $4.
So
it doesn't matter you got to do all the math.
So this is also something to think about when you're thinking about debasement and inflation. Okay. So since the 1970s or whatever, our dollar has lost pretty much 90% of its value. So remember that when you're trying to get your money units back. And somebody was arguing about the S&P. Who was it? Oh my gosh, this was somebody was saying the S&P is up huge over the last 4 years or whatever, which it's up pretty good. I think it's up 87%. But
it's huge.
Are up. They're up 400%. So are you really like up if things cost 4 times as much? Anyway. So remember
not even that.
Just remember these percentages.
It's also the S&P is up because of about 12 different assets, not the entire S&P.
The rest of them are down. Yeah.
They are in the
The same with
dumpster. So if you have an index, then you are being bolstered by about 10 or 12 assets. And recently it's 3 or 4 assets. So people get them. And so if you're out there and this is why everybody indexes. One, people don't have the time to research, nor do they have the bandwidth. 2, they just index because that's easier than, whatever. And the indexes are melting up because of a few assets, but they're still melting up. If you had done the research and you were in those assets, you would be crushing it. That's if you were in those assets that's carrying the entire S&P. So yeah. So yeah.
Nvidia did good. What up? Okay. Not much else. Everything else status quo. It looks like, well, we'll talk behind the wall about what's going on in the markets, but I think there's a lot to talk about.
Well, I do have one piece of AI news that we got to talk. There's a little bit of AI news that was cool. We'll get into the crypto news when we get behind the wall. But there is some cool AI news.
Let's do that.
There's one
what is that about?
I know. So we got to talk about it because we haven't done our AI segment in a while, even though we stayed.
Oh my gosh. Do we need to really talk about it? What is this?
Yeah. All right, Brandon, you're married, so this won't apply to you. Or maybe
I'll be back in a minute.
I don't know.
I'll be back in 5 minutes.
China's next generation sex bots powered by AI are about to hit shelves. This isn't like, one day the robots will be like so much. No, they're going to be sold now. Chinese manufacturer, and I'm not going to put a link because I don't want to boost their sales just this morning. But Chinese manufacturer Starpery Technology are injecting AI into the oldest profession, they say, aiming for interactive dolls that converse and connect. Whoa, these next generation sex bots, they're calling them sex bots. They're not even dodging it. It's not a companion. It's a sex bot. Set to debut soon, promise enhanced user experiences by focusing on emotional connections through sophisticated AI models. Starpery's approach involves training large language models similar to ChatGPT, enabling these dolls to respond intelligently and perform tasks beyond basic dialogue. I don't know what to think. When you have sex bots that are smarter than you, is that dangerous? What are you doing, Dave?
I guess
nothing.
That's a silly question. My wife's smarter than I am, so
put that blue pill away, Dave. So, despite technical challenges in achieving lifelike human interaction, well, yeah, it's not there yet. They're like, I love this, but like they're getting better, I guess. I didn't click to the link and see. They have a whole website full of stuff you can look at. I didn't do that because I don't want to get on some list. But anyway, they have lifelike human interactions such as realistic movement and speech. Starpery remains committed to its ongoing innovation. Moreover, they plan to expand. Can you imagine being at that boardroom? Like, what if we had the robots light a cigarette afterwards? Oh, yeah. Hey, that's a good one. That's good. Put that on the chalkboard. Or no, they wouldn't have a chalkboard. They would probably have like a screen because there's AI sex bots. Anyway, they plan to expand, here's the best part, into robotics for household chores and care by 2025, leveraging AI advancements to address social needs. However, the industry faces ethical concerns regarding consent, gender stereotypes, and privacy issues due to sensitive nature of AI-driven intimate companions. So imagine like, now you have your sex bot, and then you're like, okay, listen, clean all this up, make the bed, go. Also, I'd like a morning oatmeal and some Cheerios. So go ahead and make that, and let's get that kitchen tidied up. Okay, Dave. I mean, I don't know if it would sound, if I say it, I don't know if he, she, or they would sound like that.
Why did you target Dave too?
Well, because, the movie.
Oh, I gotcha. So, A
What are you doing,
couple of
Dave?
questions. So the consent thing that's interesting. So is it the consent for the robot or the consent issue
I'm not
for
sure who they're talking about. Is there a point where the like if we hit AGI, does the robot have to consent? And then could it
that's
come back
true.
and say
Like,
later,
so
like, I said no, Dave?
yeah, so, like, what if I mean, you were telling it to clean the kitchen or whatever. Does
And
it
it's
have to
like,
consent to cleaning the kitchen? It's like, "No, I
I
don't
don't think
consent
we're
to that."
talking about consenting to clean the kitchen.
I am. I am talking about that.
So it would say yes to sex, but no to kitchen cleaning.
No, I'm just trying to filter out what does it need to consent to. Yeah. So, interesting. Okay.
Being crushed by your moist repose is more than I can bear, and I will not then clean the kitchen, Dave.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's too much a-hole, isn't it? Now clean the kitchen. No. What? What if listen, it's a robot. What if it made you clean the kitchen? Anyway. All right. And then Meta is releasing a bunch of new AI models for audio, text, and watermarking. Meta's FAIR team, FAIR, has introduced new series of AI models and tools focused on audio synthesis, text, image, interactions, and watermarking. Leading the lineup is Jasco, an innovative AI that refines musical elements like chords and beats using textual inputs, allowing users to adjust generated sounds through simple text commands. FAIR plans to release Jasco's inference code and pre-trained models under the open source license and a variety of open source licenses to encourage collaboration in auditory AI development. Additionally, Meta has launched Audio Seal, which is a tool for applying digital watermarks to AI-generated speech, enhancing the ability to detect synthetic content with real-world audio recordings. The advancement is aimed at improving detection speeds for AI authenticity verification. It also could be seen as a way for you to kind of watermark stuff that maybe you created with AI. Like, this is mine. Kind of like a cheap, poor man's AI copyright, right? No. Anyway, it's aimed, Meta's Chameleon model, designed for tasks like image captioning using text, is currently accessible only for text-related functionalities. These releases underscore Meta's commitment to advancing AI capacities and capabilities while promoting transparency and innovation in the field. Almost all of it open source. Meta's doing a lot of open source stuff. A lot.
That's good though.
And they've also formed a new wearables group. Wearables. And then laid some people off. Did you also hear that Apple has pushed pause on the development of the Vision Pro 2?
Oh, really?
Yep, that's done. They said we need a model that's a little bit more price competitive. Yeah, no shit. $3,500 doesn't appeal to the everyman. Get off the gas, Apple. And
that's where Facebook nailed it with their you know.
Well, and the Ray-Ban ones. So Ray-Ban, they're not called Ray-Ban anymore. They're called Meta, whatever the hell the new term is, Meta lenses or whatever. But they now have AI interactivity where when you have them on, you don't even have to be recording. Just when they're on, you can say, "Hey, what am I looking at?" And it will just tell you right then. You can say, "Hey, find that on Amazon," or "Hey, translate that into Spanish," and all that. And so I think that the next stage is that those wearables are going to start having projection inside the lens. I don't know why Apple didn't. I mean, how obvious? Come on, man. Jesus Christ.
Well, Apple fails pretty much all the way down. I don't know why their stock
crap.
is so
So anyway,
high.
they've pushed pause on that division. Matter of fact, they have not sold. I think they're still below 500,000 units, which they thought they were going to do that like opening weekend. Wah, 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 wah. So listen, they don't always nail it. And they stopped production on the Apple Car, right?
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
Yeah. Apple Car. I bet that was going to look like some damn Prius or some crap.
Look like a Cybertruck or something.
Turns out I hate most people that drive
Prius.
Teslas.
And Oh, I'm gonna buy one then. Come on,
Don't get a Tesla.
dude. That's cheap. It's the cheapest electric
It
vehicle.
is cheap.
That's what I know. That's the cheapest one.
It is cheap. I know one person that drives it, two people that drive Teslas that I like, and all the rest of them are virtue signaling douchebags. They're like,
Ugh.
look at me, my fancy Tesla. I'm like, that's not a fancy Tesla anymore. That's $280 a month, you douche.
No, yeah, they need to understand where Tesla ranks in the order of hierarchy. Once
It's
they
just
realize that, then it's fine.
It's
the
just
cheapest.
a cleaner Prius, but don't act like
Yeah.
you're driving a damn Lotus or a Ferrari. You ain't. And then in unrelated news, one of the new Koenigsegg Jescos, which is like 3.5 million, from 2 to 3 million, depending on how you build it. They were doing a rally of all these like super exotic high-end cars in Europe. And the driver and his wife were like, smells smoky. They pull over, the whole goddamn thing burned to the ground. The only thing that was identifiable was one Koenigsegg label on one of the wheels that didn't completely melt. When I say it melted, it completely melted to where there's just goo. Like,
Oh my
it turned, I don't know, they didn't know it. And so Koenigsegg, and again, Koenigsegg's a like high class, rich guy brand. And they put out a message that said, if you own a Jesco, don't drive it.
Whoa.
They didn't say recall. They said, don't drive it.
Don't touch it.
Find out why this goddamn car melted into a goo on the road. I mean, a goo. You look up Jesco on fire, it ain't pretty.
How do you spell Jesco?
Jesco. My buddy had just got one. Well, it's not my buddy. He was one of my old bosses. He keeps it doesn't matter how good I do, he does a little bit better in life. It's always going to be that one person. No matter what you do, they're just always a little bit ahead of you. You can't catch up. Don't compare yourself with the Joneses, people. All right. Should we get behind the wall? Do we have any other public facing questions that might help?
No, is this the Jesco? Is it just the is this whoa.
You see it?
This it?
The Jesco, yeah. Koenigsegg Jesco.
This melted?
It melted.
Holy
Look up Jesco
Jesco
melting.
car melting. It didn't let's go here. Hold on.
Like, I got a warning from the dealerships. They even, not like I have one, but.
Oh, in Greece.
Yep.
Is that where it was? Holy cow. Look at that.
If you saw that in the forest, you'd think, did a plane crash here? Is this an old cabin?
How are they going to, they have to clean that up. They're going to have to like peel that off the road.
Yeah. They need what they need is a big road spatula.
Look at this. Look, here's the images of it burning just to the ground. That's a hot flame right there.
That's a hot one. I don't know. See, I don't know if the Jesco has, I think the Jesco also has electric motors. But anyway, so my buddy's got one. He's sidelined. Ha ha, buddy. You might have all the money in the world, but you can't drive your Jesco because they light on fire. Wah, wah, wah.
They only build 125 of these a year?
Yeah, well, 124 now.
Jeez. But yeah, that's what they said. But there's -1 in the world.
Yeah. So it's 4 million a piece. It's funny because they gave him shoes, like a leather jacket, like all this kind of stuff, like modeled to the car, like with the same number. He got number, I don't know, it was in the top 20 or something.
I mean, yeah, it did have a lot of miles on it. 124. So I mean,
that 20 of that was getting it delivered.
Yeah.
100.
Oh my God.
What's the price of that? Divide 4 million by 124.
Oh my gosh, per mile.
Well, I'm pretty sure that the manufacturer's general warranty covers that.
You would, you would assume.
Should the car collapse into a fiery ball of lava and death,
the pile of metal that you're looking at used to sport $443,000 unpainted carbon fiber package and 24-karat gold trim accents.
You know what? I bet I wonder. I bet is carbon fiber. I bet that sounds flammable. Sounds like to me carbon fiber would just light on fire like matches. you imagine I'm driving a $4 million Matchbox.
Oh my gosh. Is carbon fiber flammable?
You know it is. It's got to be.
Let's see what it
We
says.
know it is. We just saw the Jesco.
It's constituted of carbon, which is flammable. The fiber itself does not flare up, even if ignited by a flame of match or gas burners.
Whoa.
So it must have been hot to burn. If heated up higher than 400 degrees Celsius together with some fuel, the fiber slowly burns.
Yeah.
Interesting. So this
Well,
thing must
okay
have been
then.
hot.
So
400 degrees Celsius.
Then it burned for completely other reasons.
That thing
Anyway,
melted. Okay.
Just
weird.
when you guys think you're having a bad day in the market, what if your brand new $4 million car just was engulfed in fiery death?
No, yeah,
Whoops.
that's crazy.
No one died. Don't behind the wall us. Don't you?
No,
Neil's the one who does that.
No, yeah, Neil, we
Oh,
need
wait,
you to say
Neil said
something
it.
so we go behind. Oh,
Neil said it.
Yep, Neil said
Yep,
it. We're good.
Neil
Let's
said
go. Behind the wall.
Oh, wait. But isn't James is Neil's deputy?
I didn't remember if he was deputized already or if we were
I think he
planning
was.
that.
I mean, we have to hear it from Neil. But if Neil deputized you, James, then we will honor that and we will respect your authority. But not until we hear it from Neil.
There's a lot to talk about.
There's a lot to talk about.
Let's
You
go.
wanna talk
We
about
gotta
Okay,
wait. What?
so,
No.
wait, we're gonna go
Let's
here.
go.
Right? We gotta
No,
touch
yeah.
thing. We gotta touch here. We gotta go here.
Only when I'm not here.
go
Okay, that
here?
makes more sense.
Okay, fair play. So he's like, what do you call that? A step deputy? Step.
He's a substitute deputy.
Substitute
step in.
deputy. Well played.
Let's
Well
go.
played. Yep.
We're going behind the proverbial wall now to continue the broadcast privately for the digital investors and digital private clients. If you'd like to join us, simply go to nickblacknext.com and subscribe to one of our plans and immediately take advantage of our library of tools, tactics, and information. It's all designed to help you learn, grow, and manage your portfolio like a pro. Join us now.
Man, I wish I could show videos because I have a video, Brandon. Chris is in Kenya on a safari and he took pictures of a wild serval.
Yeah, he sent them to me. Oh my gosh. So much, dude, he is. Oh, yeah, it looks good. We're going.
Isn't that
I told you,
badass?
Yeah, we're going right. He's in Kenya right now, right? So we're going to Tanzania soon. So we're excited.
Oh, snap. You ain't making him back from that. You're dead as hell.
I done got rid of Twitch first. X
Twitch.
doesn't need to
We
be
did
here
get our
anymore either.
second person on Twitch that follows us, though.
What?